Aloha, everybody. Welcome back. Grab your favorite hot beverage as I go over what happened these past couple of weeks. First up, coming at you fresh and hot, the Aces versus Swift. This was taking place on Tsubaki Line. First, the 2 points rule set was used, and this was a team battle 5v5. For the first battle from the Aces, we have Toshiya Jr. versus Dankoff of Swift. Both of them were doing a mirror match of the stock A86. For round one, Toshiya leads, and although there were early attempts at overtakes from Dankoff, there was just not enough room on the road to perform them safely, and because of that, the run ended up in a draw. For round two, Dankoff leads, and there was a very small gap that was created throughout the entire race, but then Toshiya Jr. bumps on the final turn, resulting in an outrun for Dankoff. For round three, Toshiya leads, and a poor exit on the final few corners by Dankoff leads to a gap, also resulting in an outrun for Toshiya Jr. Sudden death now. Round four, Dankoff leads, and a third of the way through the course, Toshiya Jr. goes wide on an exit and loses a significant chunk of momentum. Later on, hits the inside of a guardrail, but Dankoff is kind enough to wait for Toshiya and still gets the outrun. Toshiya easing off at the gas at the end. Final results for this, Toshiya Jr. 1, Dankoff 2. For the second battle, we have Lucky from the Aces versus Timbo from Swift. For round one, Lucky leads, and halfway through, Timbo breaks later on the outside, which allows him to go side by side with them right after the right-hand hairpin. And it was going side-to-side action for quite a while, but eventually Timbo had to fall back. Otherwise, there just wasn't simply enough room on the road to keep going further at that speed without crashing into something. However, after a poor exit by Lucky, Timbo once again exits the corner side by side with Lucky, and he keeps it and actually allows him to overtake Lucky, and Timbo will take that straight to the end, resulting in an overtake. Quite an interesting round one, if you ask me. Let's see what round two entails. And Timbo is leading this one, and Lucky, he just can't keep up. And a third of the way down through the course, there's just a significant gap between the two of them. There were small gains near the end, but it was just too little too late, especially when Lucky goes wide on the second to last corner, resulting in him spinning out. An outrun. Lucky 0, Timbo 2. For the third battle, we have Kampa versus Murph, both of them mirroring the A86 tuned. For the first round, Kampa is leading, and early on during the chicanes, Murph taps a wall early on, and that just cascaded through the rest of the chicanes, resulting in his line being messed up. And that right there was just enough of a mess up to allow an outrun by Kampa. For the second round, Murph is leading, and it's just bumper to bumper down the entire track, resulting in a draw. For round three, though, Kampa takes the lead, and there was a gradual gap that was made throughout the entire run. But then, near the end, Murph cuts into a corner way too soon, which just destroys his momentum through the entire corner, resulting in an outrun. End result, Kampa 2, Murph 0. For the fourth round, we have White Death from the Aces versus Takeshiwa from Swift. For round one, Takeshiwa leads, and White Death is having a rocky start. He's taking poor lines and has issues controlling the rear of the car, and that ends up in Takeshiwa getting the outrun. For the second round, White Death is leading this one, and there was a small gap at the very beginning, but that was quickly destroyed halfway through. And after a bit of a side-by-side driving, there was a nice overtake by White Death, resulting in an overtake. White Death 0, Takeshiwa 2. And if you haven't been keeping track, it is neck and neck Swift and the Aces both have 2 points in this team battle. Anything can go. Final battle. Nightingale of the Aces versus Terra of Swift, both of them mirroring the NSX PVLSX by Touge Workshop. And this is the beginning of the end. Terra is leading up for round one. It is neck and neck for the first 2/3, but then Terra spins right in front of Nightingale. Nightingale can't get around him, so they just resume from there. But then Nightingale spins and then cuts a corner way too tight, resulting in an outrun for Terra. For round two, Nightingale is leading, and there's a small gap that was made at the beginning, and it just kept expanding throughout the entire run, resulting in an outrun. For round three, Terra's leading, and Terra has a major crash halfway through. However, Nightingale is nice enough and lets him retake the lead, even though he didn't have to, resulting in a draw. And for round four, Nightingale is leading, and this run, Terra is having a hard time keeping the car on the track, and because of that, that results directly in an outrun. Final results for this, Nightingale 2, Terra 1. And even keeping track of this, the final results for this team battle, the Aces 2, Swift 3. Now let's get on to team changes after that very spicy team battle. Dream Racers has seen Adam Mike 99 leave to go join Sideheart Motorsports. You might be wondering what that is. More on that later. Salamek 808 has also left Dream Racers. Roselia has seen Wilbur and Agera RSR both leave. Infinity has seen Banty leave. Sideheart has seen Jaden leave to go form Sideheart Motorsports, a little splitter division, if you will. Twice has seen Basukesu leave to go join Kamikaze. Toge Street Racers has seen Raptor Jesus leave to go join Kamikaze, and as well as Terra leave to go join Swift. We were talking about Kamikaze earlier. Unfortunately, some members have also left. Facundo, Athean, and J-Works are the ones that have left Kamikaze. Scuderia de Assetto Sector has seen Shard leave to go join Swift. Predator has seen Gerby Fighter 12 leave to go join Swift as well. And speaking of Swift, they were a part of that team battle that was happening earlier. In case you didn't listen to that, you really should. Swift has seen Christmas, Pixelfly, Merv, Jansen, and Slavicia all join. The Aces have seen Toshia Jashima Jr. and Ralakos join. But that is everything under the sun that has happened these past couple of weeks. I am Mr. Potato Man, signing off.